Hello everyone. Welcome back to the channel. On this occasion, we're once again going to discuss several leaks that I've managed to find, which I think are quite interesting to talk about. As usual, this information comes from sources that are considered fairly credible. But before we dive deeper into the main discussion, running out of stellar jade in honkaistarrail? Don't worry, there's a more budget-friendly solution. Now you can top up in-game safely, quickly, and at a lower price through U7 Buy. And it's not just honkaistarrail, other games are available too, all in one place. Still not sure? No problem. You can check U7 Buy's reviews directly on Trustpilot, so it's transparent and trustworthy. For comparison, 80 oniric shards cost around $100 in the official store, but on U7 Buy, it's much cheaper. The process is also instant. Just select your server, enter your UID, and the balance is delivered straight to your account, no hassle. Don't forget to use code BOOM for a 5% discount. Click the link in my description or pinned comment to visit U7 Buy. Alright, now let's jump straight into the main topic of today's video. Today, the honkaistarrail version 4.2 Beta v3 has officially been released. Unlike the previous Beta v2, which only contained minor changes such as wording adjustments with no significant impact on gameplay, this v3 beta introduces quite a number of major changes, especially for several important characters. And in this video, we'll first focus on one of the characters who received the most significant changes, Silverwolf 999. The changes that Silverwolf 999 received in this version can be considered quite massive, covering multiple aspects, from her signature light cone, base stats, main kit, all the way to her traces and eidolons. The big question, of course, is, are these changes a significant buff, or do they push her in a less favorable direction? Let's start with her signature light cone. Previously, this light cone provided a huge attack boost of 64%, along with an additional effect when using ultimate that allowed the user to enter a superpower mode for 3 turns. In that mode, elation damage could ignore 18% of enemy DEF, while also granting 2 punchline stacks from basic attacks and 12 punchline when the mode ended. However, in the latest version, this effect has been changed quite drastically. The light cone now provides 18% speed and allows elation DMG to directly ignore 20% of enemy DEF. Additionally, when the user casts ultimate on themselves, they gain 20 punchline. This effect can be triggered up to 1 time and resets after using basic attack 3 times. Overall, this light cone now gives a significant speed boost, which helps address Silverwolf 999's previously slow speed. Next, let's move on to base stats. Her base HP is reduced to 1067, base attack drops significantly to 388, and base def decreases to 654. However, her speed increases to 110, which is quite significant, and her energy cost is reduced to 60. Now, let's move on to her main kit. Her normal basic attack remains unchanged, but her enhanced basic attack receives major adjustments. The damage multiplier has increased significantly, from 160% to 220% for the bounce hits, and from 60% to 90% for the final hit. The number of trigger boxes also increases from 2 to 3 and becomes more consistent. Additionally, for every 60 points of hidden MMR, the damage dealt during enhanced basic attack increases by 15% of the original damage, stacking up to 2 times. Previously, each point only increased damage by 0.3%. So overall, this is clearly a buff, as the scaling is higher and the kit is much easier to use compared to before. Next is her ultimate. The energy cost is now only 60, reduced from the previous 80. Additionally, the damage triggered when allies consume skill points increases to 90%, up from just 34%. The random effects remain the same, with only name changes. Now, let's talk about her talent. Silverwolf can now use her ultimate at 60 energy, with overflow up to 240, compared to previously needing 80 energy and only overflowing to 160. There's also a new effect. Each point of hidden MMR increases crit rate by 0.3%. Once crit rate reaches 100%, the remaining hidden MMR instead increases crit damage by 0.6%. This effect is somewhat similar to Sunday's Eidolon effect, if I remember correctly. Next is her elation skill. The hidden MMR gain is reduced from 20 points to 15 points, which is reasonable since her ultimate cost is also lower. The attack itself is also changed, from previously dealing 200% imaginary elation damage to all enemies. It now deals 6 instances of damage, each dealing 90% imaginary elation damage to random enemies. So the skill is now bounce-based instead of AoE. Now let's move on to her traces. One of her traces has been reworked. Previously, it increased elation by 5% for every 100 attack above 2000, up to a maximum of 120%. Now, it has been changed to, when speed is 150 or higher, elation increases by 30%. For every 1 speed above that, elation increases by 2%, up to a maximum of 100 excess speed. So if you want to maximize this effect, you'll need 250 speed to reach a total of 230% elation. This is very strong, as Silverwolf 999 is now much more focused on speed rather than attack, which is exactly what she needs. Her second and third traces remain the same, with only wording changes. Now let's move on to her Eidolons. For Eidolon 1, the effect has been changed. Previously, Premium Supply Mystery Box provided 2 additional punchline and increased elation damage by 200%. Now, it changes to, during Enhanced Basic Attack, enemies take 20% increased damage. Additionally, when leaving the God Mode player state, hidden MMR is no longer fully cleared, instead, 20% of it is retained. For Eidolon 2, the effect has also been reworked. Previously, it allowed implanting all weaknesses and reducing all type residential to 0. Now, it becomes, after entering the God Mode player state, all buffs on this unit are extended by 1 turn. During this state, for every 120 hidden MMR gained, including the initial amount, Silverwolf LV.999 gains 1 extra turn and recovers 1 enhanced basic attack use. Eidolon 4 remains the same with only wording adjustments. For Eidolon 6, previously it increased elation damage by 25%, now changed to 40% merrymaking specifically for the mystery box. Additionally, the implant all weakness and residential reduction effect that used to be in Eidolon 2 is now moved here. Looking at all these changes, Silverwolf 999's overall kit is clearly a major buff that shifts her gameplay focus towards speed and damage consistency rather than attack. With the added speed from her light cone and traces, reduced energy cost, and the new hidden MMR mechanics that grant crit rate and crit damage, Silverwolf 999 becomes much faster, more stable, and easier to stack compared to before. On top of that, the increased multipliers on her enhanced basic attack and ultimate significantly boost her damage output, while the changes to her skill and Eidolons make her rotation more efficient and flexible. In short, Silverwolf 999 is now stronger, faster, and more consistent, with clearer scaling and a playstyle that is easier to optimize. What do you think about these changes to Silverwolf 999? Do you think these changes fix her previous issue of being too slow? Or do you still feel like she's underwhelming? Feel free to share your opinions, analysis, and thoughts in the comments below. Your discussions will definitely make this topic even more interesting and informative. Don't forget to share this video with your fellow Honkai starrail players. Your support through likes and subscriptions means a lot for the growth of this channel, so we can continue delivering high-quality content in the future. Thank you for your attention, and see you in the next discussion.